You're free to go. He gets up and walks out.
I'll sit there for a second, take a deep breath in, sigh, nonchalantly. If he opens the door,
the door's wide open.
And I'll leave.
Some of the people see you go through. He goes in, opens the door.
Straight face,
to Jacob.
Small smile.
To Jacob, you're free to go. Jacob steps up immediately and sees you. Goes over. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And looks over at you, and Dagon just has this very faint grin.
Right before we exit, I'll turn back just a little bit just to catch him outside and just give him like a small grin. Just like you know how like psychos do that?
Yeah.
Like they'll just and then keep walking.
Yeah.
Like I'll even give like a small like and keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will leave with Jacob and be like, oh God, fuck me.
What happened?
What
happened when you were in there?
Oh, he knew I'm a pathological liar. And then I'll explain everything that happened because honestly, I don't even know what happened because my mind is going crazy.
Okay, well, that obviously tests the theory of whether or not we can actually talk about it. Great.
Yeah, I didn't die, so
you stay here.
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Why did he let you go?
He didn't even ask me what my mission was. He asked me if I was currently working, and I just simply said yes. So
and he let you go.
Think that we're going to lead him. He might think that we're going to lead them back to them, or give them more information. I think we should just focus on our single task. I bet now they're probably going to be more prepared. He probably assumes now that I'm trying to get old dude out. So honestly, I definitely just fucked our chances of getting this guy out without a serious casualty loss. So we're going to have to strike a deal, or he's probably not going to take a deal. We could tell him, he offered me 3 options. Prison, give over the Levin Spires, or find this serial killer they have.
None of those are good options.
I mean, if we find a serial killer, that's technically a good option.
Do you know what goes into trying to find a serial killer? Wandering around trying to be killed by the serial killer and hope that you are better than they are.
I mean, I would hope we're better than he is.
Maybe. Who's to say?
I don't know! I had a dream once that you were a super good fighter. I'm just kidding. In a one-shot once, you beat the fuck out of me.
I am a good fighter. I'm a decent fighter. But whatever this person is doing is apparently savage beyond all belief. I mean,
I think immediately back to the time I ripped Nicholas's throat out.
No. I didn't see much. But when I was in there, like before they brought me in for questioning, they brought in a few of the bodies to be brought in. I didn't see a lot, but what I did see...
Did it look similar to the werewolves?
No. That's the problem. It
Did
didn't
it look human? What might have done that? Blade, fingers, claws, teeth?
What I know is that it was precise. And let's just say I'm not unnerved by a lot of things. I mean, I get nervous, but I mean that really unsettling. But seeing the arm, the way it was flayed and cut, that's not okay.
Did it look like they were looking for something? Did it look like this person was purposely looking for something?
I only got a glimpse. All I know is that the arm, whatever it is, it was stiff. There was something sticking out of it.
I'm sorry.
There was something sticking out of it, like it was posed.
I'm sorry. Cannot stop.
I could see the muscles, everything on the inside. The skin was draped over the hand like some kind of weird sleeve. It was not okay. That was not okay. And that's just what I saw. The rest of it was covered. Oh, look. It's not that I doubt anyone's skill, but whatever is, or whatever's killing these people is something sinister, and that's not good. It's not good. And now we need to figure out the other not good thing of him knowing that we're working with the Levin Spires. Because by association, he's going to know that you are. And I don't know if he believed anything that I was saying or not, but by association, he's going to think that I'm working with the Levin Spires, which means that he's going to be thinking that our entire group is working with them, which is exactly the point. That's exactly what we're doing, but we don't want them to know that. At which point he actually pauses. He looks over.
You guys check. Is anybody following us?
Can I make a perception check?
26.
26. No one is following you. But he stops and he looks over. He's like, you haven't seen Wyatt, have you?
No. I just assumed that he was in the shadows somewhere. I assume he's probably trailing us right now. I mean, seriously, the dude's invisible.
He is. He's always invisible. And hopefully, if he happens to be nearby, maybe he'll meet us back in the room so we can talk about our options.
I'm still saying all that in my head. I did not want him to hear me give him praise, just because.
You said it.
Yeah, you said it.
Oh, I mean, I was said that I lived with him. I was always talking in Link.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's talking back to you.
Oh, okay, in Link. I thought you said it out loud, though. I would have thought you would say that.
Oh, that part is.
Okay. I was just clarifying that I was still speaking in Link.
Yeah. Like, great. You all keep going. Don't notice anything.
He's some bullshit.
I kind of like it. It's kind of dope.
Rogues, man. Rogues.
I literally rolled a natural 19 and I have a +7 for perception. I literally I can only get 1 point higher. I actually rolled a natural 20 once and I still didn't see him.
He's good. He's good at what he does. It's for a reason.
He definitely took that one view where it's just +10. I never get see you. It doesn't matter.
You all go back inside of the Topaz Wand. Make your way up to the rooms. The guards are still standing outside and they're looking like, what are you all, so they brandish their sword and they're like, is he done with questioning you?
Yes, he just said that I was free to go.
All right, well, you take that door, I'll take this door. And Jacob's like, I got permission to go with her. I'm gonna try and deceive his way in.
Please tell me you rolled 2 natural ones.
No.
I was gonna be like,
he looks and he's like, well, if he said it was okay, then. And Jacob follows you into the room. Nora, you see the door open up.
The thing that I wrote in the journal while I was
Sure.
Yes, because I did that. That was the thing.
Yes.
Like,
Dear Citron.
as they open the door, the sprites are flying into the window.
So
don't say it like that. It's like super flowy, like get some like swirlies and bippity boppity pop.
So we were detained and questioned, but Jin went to go meet you and the group, currently under watch, in our room. Did you make contact with Jin?
Apologies for hearing you being detained. The writing is almost immediate. Yes, we have made contact with Jen. She is currently here with us right now. We will be flying on our way. We had to make our way to a few different locations in order to obtain the necessary force for the event. We are currently getting ready to go to your current location, which I assume is part of this map. You can almost hear the puzzlement through the writing of. I must say, this would be more helpful if it were drawn from top down, but obviously that is that.
What do you need top down? I just drew like
You drew a sketch. You drew a sketch of the building.
but then I said I drew a map from that would.
Oh yeah, you drew a map. Yeah.
From like the gate to our.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like a look.
Yeah.
There's this road, and then there, and there's the boat.
Yeah.
With like little boats.
There's also ink that was spilled on it too.
No, I don't.
Oh
Regardless, he says, we'll be on our way momentarily. Have a few familiar faces. Hopefully this will ease the process of getting this person out of detainment.
See you soon.
Hey.
Maybe. That's what I do.
During that particular amount of time, all of these other things transpire simultaneously, and right after Talavin and Jacob enter, the door shuts, and you hear,
At the window?
at the window, you see several familiar faces. One of them, not a sprite.
One of them, not a sprite.
No, one of them not a sprite. Wyatt is currently hanging onto the ledge, peering in, tapping on the window.
I open the window, but I point to the door.
He lifts himself up and just does his little somersault, silent as the grave. Just making sure. Oh yeah, silent as the grave. As he just rolls in. And right about that same time, as you get ready to close the window, and you see Jen helming the way. You also see 4 individuals who you're familiar with. One of them being Citron.
Yay!
One of them is Raven.
Shouldn't die.
You know what she's saying?
You told me she died!
She's fine. No, she's totally fine.
Okay.
Ginkgo and Cypress. Everybody flutters in, lands on various perches. Cypress, immediately arms folded, says, "So, evidently we're jailbreaking now."
This is before they get back.
No, right as you guys come in and shut the door, that's when Wyatt taps on the window and everybody is now congregated.
We're all
You see
together.
Citron, Citron lands nearby. That might took a little bit more out of me than I was anticipating. He sits down. He just has to sit. Ginkgo immediately is like, "Oh, are we supposed to be quiet?"
Are we supposed to be quiet? Wait, oh yeah, the guards are still out there.
I'm whispering all of this.
Yeah.
There are guards outside the door.
Why can't you just tell him to leave?
Because I'm a criminal.
Just tell them to leave.
A criminal.
I mean, come on.
The only crime you can possibly commit is being too charming.
Not
Do you want me to go take care of the guards? I can go take care of them.
Oh, so we are in very deep water right now.
Oh? He looks at Citron. I thought you gave us all of the details.
Well, things are coming.
When did things change?
I'm also whispering. Stay whispering.
Of course. I would understand theatre. Now, but if I were to stage a whisper, please understand, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I'm going to speak normally.
We're all
literally, Madison's no longer in Chicago, and I could throttle her. I'm going to restrain myself. FYI, she's right there.
Okay. Yes, the guys outside, we were just questioned by them, and They think that we poisoned the guards last night.
And you didn't invite me. Well, this is just cheering. He flutters over, and all the sprites gather around where Spice and Talal, everybody else is.
Her dad isn't there?
No. So, what exactly is the plan?
Oh god.
Citron, who's sitting, he's still stretching. He's like stretching, like doing the old man stretches. He's like, yes, I would like to be privy to this particular plan. You said you were questioned. Does that accelerate our timeline?
Accelerate more like fuck any plan that we might have at this point, because I said that I was working for the Levin Spires. Alright, no information for you.
What?
I don't know. Fuck.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I mean, he already knew that I was lying, so if I had said no, he would have known I was
Why were you trying to lie?
Because I'm not going to tell the truth or lies. I'm panicked.
I whisper panic to you.
Wyatt pulls his hood over and he's like, that's just great.
Well, they didn't ask about you, so at least you're safe until the blood oath is done. The time limit is up.
Great.
Sorry. That's Sophia. Not that time. Only Sophia really has that reaction.
So,
you told them that you're working for the Levin Spires and you're here.
Basically, he said, "Are you working for them?" And I said yes. And he said, "You're free to go." That was it.
Well, that's not usual.
no, that's not usual.
Very
Obviously. I don't even know why they brought up those Levin Spires. I don't know how they would have even gotten that idea in the first place.
Jacob.
Because you said you were like an assassin.
No, technically, I said that I was a sellsword. I just said I ripped people's throats out. Technically, that does not mean I'm an assassin. I could have just been a fighter.
You were insinuating. Or
I don't know.
Insinuating.
I don't know. That's not how I meant it. I just meant like, I beat people up. I know there was some. Yeah. Okay. I can see. I mean, I was thinking more like gladiator style.
Jacob pipes up at this point. He's like, didn't you also say, no, never mind. I'll be quiet. I'm not getting myself in trouble.
As I'm still linked with him, what the fuck did I say? Tell me what I said, because now I don't know.
I mean, traveling around implying that you're a sellsword. Didn't the Levin Spires say that they weren't, wanted, or they could be identified in the city? Don't you think that means that they would be on patrol, that they would be suspicious, that they would be on the lookout? They think that the guy is selling information. They think the guy is providing them information.
Wait, what?
Right?
Wait, I'm confused. What did he just... I'm confused by everything that he just said. Sophia is confused. Tell him about it immediately, but Sophia has not.
Jacob's not talking through the link anymore. He's talking aloud. He says the Levin Spires said the reason why they couldn't go in was because they think their identities were compromised. That's what they said, right?
Yeah.
Because their identities are compromised, that means one of two things. One of them is their guy is talking, which, good for him for, trying to be an upstanding member of society, finally. But that means that they're not allowed in the city. That means that they're going to be able to look out for people to come and get him.
Oh, yes.
Right. Don't you think that a sellsword could be employed by the Levin Spires?
Yes.
Yes.
That's basically... Yes. I
mean, that's probably why he jumped to it, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean...
And then you confirmed it. Right? Right? I'm not mad. I'm glad that it's not written in the contract.
Somebody should be mad. It shouldn't only be me.
Like, I mean, he's a tough guy to crack. But obviously, if someone is like, oh, The Levin Spires are probably going to come get me. Here are all their names. They're probably going to go after a sellsword. They're probably going to go after somebody from outside the organization in order to go get their guy.
Yes.
Which means that they're going to be
looking for
doubling down on security in order to.
I know, and that's why I said we were fucked.
Not yet, right? I mean, we could probably still pull it off.
Okay, so who did he seem to like the most?
He was not.
I look
at Nora. I'm like, he didn't like you the most.
I mean, we had decent conversation. How pleasant was he with you?
He was pleasant, rather sympathetic.
Okay, great. Okay, so, I mean, I was forthcoming. I mean, there were a couple of times where I stretched the truth, but, I mean...
No, I shouldn't go that far. The whole time.
Everybody at this point just kind of deadpan looks at you like, really?
Sophia. Okay, can I do past insight check?
It's reflecting.
Reflecting, yeah. It's just like, okay, so she thinks that, like, Jacob says that the dude was kind of pleasant with him.
He didn't take to lying.
Did it seem like, he was suspicious of me? Perhaps?
Thinking back, make an insight check.
Let's make an insight check. Almost get a 20. Almost, it's cocked. It is cocked. It is cocked.
That's unfortunate. If you do it again,
Yeah.
be sure to roll again.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
11. He's a hard guy to read. And he seemed genuine to you. I mean, yeah. If he was suspicious, he was hiding it very well.
Alright, so.
I'm just gonna peek around. How does Sprite look? Like, does it look like somebody told her? Like, so,
Sprite.
Sorry.
How does Sprite?
So she doesn't know they found her dead, correct? I don't remember if she ever got told. The previous
as of now, she's sitting close to Talal, just sitting and listening.
So she doesn't look like, oh my god, relief, my dad's life. Okay.
No. At the moment, she just seems to be taking in everything.
No passive perception. I was paying attention. Do I get nothing? That's cool.
We have a lot of people in this room.
Including Wyatt.
Wyatt immediately hides. Yep.
I will get up.
All of the sprites instantly look over and dart over the side. You see there are these quick arcane flashes, and all of a sudden they're gone.
I will put my game face on, and I'll slowly walk to the door and open it just enough that I'm standing.
It's digging. Digging no. He just looks at you. Afternoon. Upon various discussion, we've decided that we need our forces, so we're going to be removing the guards from the door. And perhaps it would behoove you to know the patrols are going to be increased tonight. We're a little bit short-staffed as we were trying to find someone. A serial killer. He turns and walks away. The two guards following.
I just watch him.
I'm not gonna watch him leave.
Do we want to say it now?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was like, are we going with that
They're walking away. On the way. Just walking down the hall.
Fine, I will step out into the hall and close the door. And I'll just be like, would you like some help with that issue?
No. We don't.
You're with us.
Your game. So he walks downstairs.
If you say so. I'll go back, I guess.
You go back in.
There goes that plan. But at least we.
Well, I mean, I think he just assumes now that we're only. But,
With your passive perception, right where the guards were standing, there are a couple of keys.
I'll pick them up and be like, you dropped something. And I'll throw the keys downstairs.
You're not by the stairs.
You gotta walk forward and I'll be like, you dropped these, and I'll throw them down the stairs. And then I'll walk back to my room.
The guards don't stop. They don't stop. They just
I won't touch them. And I'll go back in my room. I'll be like, bro, they just left a bunch of keys. I don't know what to do. We go pick them up later.
Wait, the guards left keys?
There were 2. No, I'm sure they did not leave the keys there. I'm sure he did. Yes. I'm sure he's probably been standing on the other side of that door the entire time we've been talking. To be completely honest.
Or did he? Wait, I would have heard what he said, right?
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
No, he just said that they're short-staffed. They have more important issues, basically, in their... Like, he's basically trying to lure us down there.
He's helping us.
Is he, though?
He lets you go!
I don't trust him!
He lets you go, let you know security's gonna be increased.
Tonight?
Let the keys the door. I'm gonna go get the keys.
I'm not getting the keys. I'm not doing it.
Make an investigation check. So you don't know where to do the keys.
Oh, I told her. I just threw them downstairs.
19!
You do see that there are 2 keys that are just on the steps, and you grab them, you snatch them up, and you go back to the room.
I'm just like, oh my god. He's not helping us!
Levin Spires. Which is why he let you go!
I don't think that's true!
He's taking the guards from the door, gave us the keys, let us know where security was gonna be.
Sure, if that's what you think, dude, I ain't trying to get fucking in a trap. We're already trapped.
Inside?
This is an intelligence check.
Intelligence!
1!
2.
Maybe. You don't know. He's been really hard to read.
I want an intelligence check it. Am I just being fucking an idiot like usual?
I don't know the answer to that question. That's up to you.
He's probably the one with the lame people.
Just like a check?
Yeah, just check.
21.
21. This is to see how stupid you are, or
Yeah, just like following it, like, would he really be trying to help us? Because, like, he don't like me.
he let you go, and the guards to your doors are now gone.
This is so
I don't know.
much pressure.
I don't know.
And he was smiling.
No, he wasn't. Was he smiling? Was he
And
smiling?
then he let you go. He was like,
Technically, I had my back to him. I didn't know if he was smiling or not.
You had to pass him on your way
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You had to pass him on your
you
way
look
out.
behind you something, and he was like, got your fame.
Oh my god, like, that kind of stuff does not connect to my brain, okay? My brain doesn't work like that.
Well, apparently Nora's doesn't either. It's better too.
Well, you got the keys, so... But there's only 2 keys.
And you have 3 keys. I have 3 right here. I'm like, take out.
They're increasing patrols.
And there are 5 floors. He's on the 5th level. We have a key for each floor. Right? I'm so stressed out. We have a key.
I mean, the
for
keys
each
aren't numbered. The keys aren't numbered. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Color? Do they all look the same?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some variation in the teeth, but you know, that's whatever. I do believe that we should have a conversation.
Yes, we may need to stew on the current situation for a moment and perhaps ponder. So, yes, I would like to have a conversation now.
Jacob looks, is everything okay?
Yes.
Wyatt also looks equally concerned that he didn't really say anything.
Yes. What can be done? I can't think of anything. That's it. I mean, there's no guards outside the door. We can just step outside. Okay. Alright, so we can see.
He's like, get Ginkgo. You're the one who actually went. He gets up, like, it's about time we get to do something fun. Alright,
Go. Let's
go.
go. I'll be right back. Okay. I'll tell you later. I'm sure.
6 months later. In game. I forgot to tell you about that time.
Right away.
You all step outside of the room.
Let's see.
If we go into Jacob Alarm's room, I would just be standing in the hallway.
Oh, yeah. As I go, I'm like, hey, Mr. Lawson. Look,
Wyatt, you're not going to go through my stuff, are you?
Oh, she's definitely going through your stuff.
I wasn't asking you. I know you'll go through my stuff. I'm asking her.
Definitely will go through your stuff.
Don't go through my stuff. Okay.
Yeah, she probably would, but I definitely would.
I don't want you to go through my stuff. He takes the key off of his hip and hands it to you. Don't
I look dead ass serious. I'm like, I would
go through
definitely do that.
Don't go through my stuff. You duck out of one room, duck into the next, close the door. He follows closely behind. He's like, oh, sorry. Upon your relative request, I mean, obviously, we're being careful. If that was ever any concern. I mean, we always try to be careful. Especially when it comes to significantly larger folk than us. But I digress. Myself and a few others followed a few of the council members, and we didn't go far because between your communication last night and this morning, obviously we had to make our way back. But this particular place, they started going to a particular place, and they were checking on something, whatever it was, I'm not sure. It was not directly in the Feywild then. It was strange. There were elements that were the same, but there were others that were not, if that makes any sense. It was much darker. It made some of us uncomfortable, honestly. And not that that has anything to do with our bravery. But whatever this place was, it was much further down. And whatever it was that they were checking on, they seemed worried about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. There were a few others who said that they were going to take shifts and go see if they could investigate any further. But anyway, whatever this is, they kept checking on something. And they were very careful. Let me be completely clear. Which is one of the reasons why we didn't try to pursue or go any further than what we did, not only because of time restraints, but also because of this. Whatever it was further down than in the normal council chambers. That's where they were, in the council chambers. And then there was this series of trees and spirals and various sigils that they had to procure. We all have excellent memories. So that part wasn't the issue. It was whenever they got down to the lower level, they seemed to be checking on something. And they all seemed very worried about it.
Did it seem like this thing was alive? Did you hear any...
Everything in the Feywild is alive.
Did it sound like they were trying to... Well, what did you hear any descriptive words that they gave regarding this?
They were speaking a language I didn't understand. Hence the time constraints plus, other issues, problems.
Right.
Do you know anything that's alive that we should be concerned about?
in particular that I can think of.
Right?
So you say this place was like the Feywild, but it wasn't.
Correct.
Because I think Mackenzie knows what it is, but 18.
18. You've heard of places in the Feywild that are slightly darker, slightly more sinister in nature, tend to harbor other kinds of creatures, things that have been twisted over time. I mean, the Feywild is very, very old, and sometimes the light isn't just the only thing that's old, so is the darkness. You know that your cousin grew up in a place called the Underdark, which is essentially almost a mirror-ish image of the above-ground world, but it's located in caves and deep underground. And maybe the Feywild has something similar?
Okay. That's what Mackenzie was thinking, so now Nora knows it too.
Kind of. Quite possibly.
Like a Feywild underdog.
Sure.
Nora says that.
I'm sorry, that's all I actually have. Are the others not supposed to know about all this?
Oh, I haven't told them much about my past.
I see. Well, I don't mean to pry. Certainly don't mean that. But, anyway,
Well, thank you very much. That
absolutely.
is very interesting.
I thought so too. Do you want us to give you regular updates through Citron?
No, that's all right. Yeah, the council is not something to be taken lightly, as you know. They're very old.
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course, as you know. But that's all right. That is interesting to know. So no, you do not have to pursue this any further. Thank you so much for that.
Wait, what?
You don't have to pursue this any further.
Excuse me? I thought we did excellent work.
Oh yes, of course
Are
you
you
do.
dissatisfied?
No. Why would you say that?
Because you're taking us off a mission.
Yes,
I'll have you know we're all very confident in our abilities.
I believe you.
So, why are you taking us off? Mainly, there's something that's supposed to be following.
If the council members are very worried about a particular matter,
Yes.
it's likely out of their control
Yes.
because they do like to control things.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
I'm waiting for the issue.
I had a good way to phrase it.
Spell it out for me. Very, very small words. Not only because of my diminutive size, obviously my brain can't comprehend anything else.
The information you gathered is good and helpful,
Of course. And you're welcome.
but I can't do very much. But it's good to know it, but if you continue monitoring it, I'm afraid you're gonna get caught. That's it. I'm afraid you're gonna get caught. And the Feywild Councils, they're very particular. I don't want to doubt your abilities. It's not that.
It really
It's just
sounds
that
like you are.
I understand what the council. I understand how much power they have.
Yes, they're very scary.
Yes, they have.
And they're old. And they're preoccupied. What's the issue? Are you afraid that we're going to tell them about you?
No, I'm afraid that if they did find you, that you wouldn't tell, and then you would. I'm sorry. Can't
That is a very real possibility. But, with that being said, do we not owe you our lives and our allegiance?
That's so horrible.
We must not bring disgrace to our names. Plus, you know how boring it can be? Fighting dandelions all day?
Here, Talavin in the other room.
It was a joke, but obviously, when pollen is in the air, it makes it very inconvenient for flight.
I'm dead.
I never considered it from that angle.
No, of course not. You're huge. I mean, you're very slender, but you're also very tall. Think it over. But don't doubt us.
No, it's not that.
Because, really, we have a lot of life debts that need to be paid. And if it's not me, and if it's not anybody else.
Well, by helping me get out of this blood contract, that would
Oh, that's...
Really?
Okay, that's
really be helpful.
3.
I'm not going to
Three?
live that long.
Oh.
I'm not going to
4,
live long
5,
enough.
5. Why didn't Jacob count?
They weren't there whenever we were making
Yes, but
contracts
there
with
are
metagaming people.
friends.
That doesn't count.
It
That is 3. 3, that would be 3 life debts out of the 300 that you saved. You see the conundrum. If you don't let us do anything, we're going to live in disgrace for the rest of our lives. Just think it over. Or come up with something. Because otherwise, if you don't tell me what to do, I'm going to keep doing it.
I believe you.
I know.
I definitely believe you.
Shall we pretend?
I go back to the garage. Just do that.
Ginkgo follows behind. As he lands, he goes over to Cypress, taps her on the shoulder, and starts talking to her about something. She just goes,
What's he saying?
"Oh, no, he's got his back to you." That's it. He's
Sure he does. Sure he does.
Make a perception check.
15.
15. He's saying in Sylvan that she doesn't want us to go on these missions anymore. She's scared for us. How dare she?
Did she look offended or like...
Slightly offended.
Cypress is Talal's sister, right?
Talel's older sister.
Who all is here? I can't remember who you said.
Raven, Ginkgo, Citron,
Cypress. Talel and Jin are also here, as well as Spice, Jacob, White, and Zoom.
We got a full house.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe Ginkgo, Cypress.
Ginkgo, Cypress, Citron,
Citron.
Raven.
Raven, Ginkgo, Cypress, Citron, Talavin.
So we have 12 people in this room.
Yes. Jin.
Well, I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4,
like,
5, 6.
what, 6?
Half of them
6
are...
of them are
7
sprites.
sprites, right? So.
Yeah, so that was like 7 more sprites.
Okay, that's fine.
So he just gave you the keys. Who's Jacob?
He didn't give him to me. He left him on the floor where the guard was standing.
Kinda sounds like a great opportunity to me. Like, I'm suspicious, obviously. Because what if he's trying to set us up?
That's why I threw him at him. And then she went and got them.
It's the keys, man. Nora
The
didn't
keys
say
either getting set up and getting fucked more than we already are.
He knows where we are and where we're going. And gave us the path to get there. He's probably...
As far as we know, for all those, we know those keys don't go to anything.
Do they generally match the shape and size
they're
of the other
keys.
3?
With keys.
They're just keys.
I mean,
I hold up my room key. In one of the keys that we previously had.
they look different.
Okay, and then I hold up the new keys we have.
To one of the
My
ones you
room key.
acquired.
I hold up one of the 2 new keys we just got
Yeah, they look different.
next to my room key.
Yeah, look different.
Now I hold up the 2 keys, the one that we previously had, the one we just found. Everything looks different.
Same size.
Looks roughly the same, but, you know, a couple differences.
Do I notice anything on any of the 5 keys?
Make
I know
an investigation check.
Made an investigation check, but technically this is the first time I've helped one of them.
After you threw it, yeah.
Shut up.
Second time.
22.
22?
It's so hard to like math.
No? Nothing strange about the keys?
Like, no, I mean, like, I'm trying to find, like, any, like a way, like, that they might be able to identify which one's which.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. No matter what, we're gonna have to use these keys, right? I mean, if these are actually keys to the prison itself, we're going to have to use them. Because, I mean, Wyatt is mad wizard when it comes to getting stuff undone, unseen, all of that stuff. And Wyatt's like, you're complimenting me on being shady. Jacob's like,
it can always
yes,
be an asset to be shady.
Yes, yes, I'm absolutely complimenting you. He's like, you never do that to my face. Who are you?
It's a strange role when you're about
It's like,
to die.
Whatever. So, regardless, we're going to have to keep these with us. Or we're going to have to try them.
Well,
Do we really think it's a trap? I mean, it could be a trap, but is it really a trap?
50% it's a trap.
I don't
Well-
like those odds.
if he was going to trap us, it's a trap for the Levin Spires.
Probably.
I mean, like, but, I mean, what's he gonna do, trap us down there? Because, like, there's no point in that, like, we're just self-something, so obviously
He's either trying to just trap us all down there and just be like, ha, I win. And if he thinks that that's gonna, like, draw them out, which it's not, we'll just die.
He's not going to trap us down there because he has the manpower to arrest us right now and hasn't. He's left us free and open.
I mean, I guess technically, that would be...
I think our best bet is just to do it tonight.
I mean, obviously, yes, probably. I don't love it. But then again, it doesn't matter.
I don't like having a blood contract on my name. The sooner we can get this done, the sooner we can get this whatever protection that they promised. We can get all of these contracts off of your heads and get these people far away from us, and then we just go.
I would like to go. So we're all just going to swarm? Stealthily?
I think we should be quiet. I think we should go in there. I think we should have an emergency plan, which could very well, points at Citron, and could very well be using your magic to get us from here to back in swamps. And then we just take our chances with the extension. Because you're right, if people are following us, which I'm guessing that they are, we're going to lead them straight to them. At least as soon as we deliver the person, the contract's been fulfilled.
That is true. Alright, let's go! To the prison! Let's go!
Make stealth checks for everyone all around.
What do you mean? Like, for everyone. Do you need to know what makes other people's self-checks?
No, I'll roll for them.
We're stealth.
Ah!
25.
To get a natural one.
No, I'm gonna eat. La la!
25.
Okay.
Will you please just tell me what Wyatt gets?
Oh,
Just the end number. I just know what he gets, like, at the end. You don't have to tell me what he gets added or what you rolled. I want to know, like, his end number. Is it, like, over 30?
Oh no, this particular time is 24.
I beat him?
Yeah. This one time.
I'm like Beauregard and
rolled low.
Dot that one time.
I
like stealthily just.
All of you, for the most part, blend into the shadows. The sprites are having a little bit of a harder time, mostly because their wings make sound whenever they're flying through the air. As you guys are making your way through the shadows, the shadowy streets, some of them lamplit, others complete darkness surrounds you. You walk along the cobblestone streets, for the most part, unseen, undetected. Although there are 2 times where, as you all duck in a nearby alley, slinking into the shadows,
All 13 of us.
there are a few times where you pause and glance over your shoulder and you swear you see people are watching.
Like guards?
Guards that are on the patrols.
Watching and doing nothing. Like,
You
we can
haven't
tell
been-
that they see us.
You haven't been stopped.
This is great.
You make your way to the prison and see. Go ahead and make a perception check in the moonlight.
11. How do you
15.
15. Based on what little moonlight plus your all's dark vision, you don't see anybody outside. What do you do? Everybody go in? There is some form of interior light. A few candles at most, but for the most part it is dimly lit.
Mush?
Mush.
We're gonna die.
Yes.
You all go up the first few steps, try the door. Swings open. You glance inside. Make another perception check. 18. Other than a few sleeping prisoners, you don't see anybody else.
19.
The older woman who was sitting bookkeeping is not there. The younger guy, the younger kid who looks like he was perky, ready to take on any challenge, not there. You don't see Dagon, you don't see the deputy, you don't see anybody in charge currently.
Yes, it is.
Wyatt at this point says, "Remember the stairs, they're back behind the desk." You all pile inside, shutting the door behind. Go around, make an investigation check.
Twenty-two.
23 and 22, both of you, as you all go over to the other sides, you can actually see that there is a place in the floorboard just beneath the desk that if you grab a hold of one of the knots, you can actually lift, and this hinges. And you open it up, and there are stairs descending.
Let's go.
Begin heading down the stairs.
Checking for traps.
Go ahead and roll for a check trap.
Which would be what? Investigation? Because I technically don't have like a
Yes,
trap.
go ahead and make an investigation check. Wyatt, also right by your side, does a quick check.
18 to 20.
What was it? Investigation again? 24.
24. You all descend to the second level, and glancing about, you all get down low, and checking the tiles, checking the nearby walls. Nothing. You see that there are 6 cells on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going all the way down. And there's a turn, and then one more turn. You all head down the hallway. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
16.
16.
Sit stealth.
Stealth.
Fuck, 14.
Sprites are not being very quiet.
We still have an extra horse, don't we?
No, we don't have. No. Yes.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we only gave the one away.
We'll have one
We still have one extra.
extra
We're
horse.
gonna
Okay.
keep your target away.
Definitely charged.
The prisoners that are in the cells
Oh, there's
currently.
prisoners in the cells.
Yeah, there are prisoners who are in the cells. As you guys are making your way, the vast majority is being comparatively stealthy, but not as stealthy as they want to be. And these prisoners seem to be a little bit on edge tonight. And as they look, you can see them all watching. And they're like, hey, wait, where are you going? Some of them come up to the bars and wait, hey, I can help you, get out. You all, what do you do?
Keep fucking walking. Eldritch blast in the face.
You make it
another NPC.
A criminal one.
I'm gonna pull the doors.
Oh my god.
I want to collect 10 pieces.
I wrote like dead bodies.
You make it to the stairs, and it's locked. There's another set. There's a nice hefty lock, as some of the other prisoners are starting to be.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
Hey, before they come back, come on. Go ahead and check the door for traps.
The guards coming back?
Yeah, the guards are gonna come back. What do you think?
Where are they? How often do they come through?
24.
A couple
You
times every
stop
hour,
talking
whatever.
to the prisoners. Holy shit, Nora.
What was your check?
24.
The door is not trapped.
The lock?
Yeah, the lock is not trapped.
And is the door trapped?
No, it's not trapped. Like the whole area is not
I'm just
trapped.
making sure, because
Yeah.
God knows we put the wrong key in the wrong lock and it just fucking blows up.
At this point, I think we just
I will
although I really like
start trying keys.
Okay, you go try the first key. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
1.
You put the first key in and it's not coming out. It's stuck.
I do not try to pull it out. I will be like somebody else. I ain't trying to break this thing.
What's going on?
It's stuck, bro. It's stuck. I'm trying.
You got your key stuck in the hole.
Yes, bro.
Move.
Okay.
He goes
thank
over
you.
and kneels down, takes out a couple of very, very thin, very fun, wiry tools, and begins inserting them, tapping on the ends.
What was the point of the keys if we had Wyatt? Like, if we had just never taken any of these keys, maybe he wouldn't be so fucking pissed off. Like, I'm just saying, like, why do we even need the
We
keys?
didn't have to drag the guards or
Literally, Wyatt could have just done this by himself. I mean, the man's literally invisible. I mean, like, all we had to do was give him 1 hour invisibility and the man would have been set. Literally!
What's wrong with that?
We could have just said the sprites that could be invisible with him. They could have gone down there, got this shit done.
He manages to pull out the key. He's like,
Don't give that back to me. I'll just do it again. Here's the other ones.
what is
Thank you.
And okay, pulls out his tools, begins going down first. Just hurriedly going down the stairs. This particular passage, unlike the other one, which was kind of this open wooden staircase, this one's actually made of stone. And has this curved archway. And this curved archway goes all the way in this wide arc down to the next floor.
Do the doors, like, does it look like if we close them that they'll, like, lock on us or something? Can I
Like, besides the actual, like, is this like a padlock?
It's like a deadbolt.
Okay, so I can't, like, take it with me.
No, they don't.
Look, I'm just making sure. Okay, they
How sophisticated do you think these people are? It's the oldie days.
I think I had padlocks back in the day, just like a simple. They have in Pirates of the Caribbean.
We're just on the street.
I need obviously. I'm still checking for traps though.
Go ahead and check for traps. You and
Natural
Wyatt,
20.
you and Wyatt both.
What is that, investigation?
Check for traps.
26.
Both of you get down to that first step. And instinctively, both of you go kind of like in this push-up position simultaneously, and he just looks over, he's like, what are you doing?
I'm checking for traps. I'm not getting.
Why am I here then? It's obviously not to just get your key unjammed from the hold.
Just. There are 2 hours better than 1. 4. Or 2. Whatever.
Your insults don't make sense. As he gets really close to the ground, as you both do, and tilt your head at the exact same time, the exact same moment, you do see that about 15 or so feet ahead, there's a pressure plate.
Normal Talavin, but he just walked straight for that bitch.
As you look, as your head raises, you notice about 10 feet beyond that, there's another pressure plate. As you get up, now knowing what this particular plate looks like, you can see that there are 3.
They look hard to like get over. Like could we just? It's like they're on steps.
They look to be about 7 feet across.
Oh, so like we're not in the stairs anymore. We're in the hall.
Yeah, you all went all the way down the stairs, and on the next floor down. The cells look different. Instead of them being open bars, they are heavier wooden doors with small slats in the tops and the bottoms.
I'm checking the door. Well, eventually I will also check the doors and make sure like this person that we're looking for is in, I don't know, on the 2nd floor instead of the 5th floor, just in case. Because God knows to get down to the 6th floor and it's like, oh, my name's fucking Ted Bundy, not who you're fucking looking for. Hey, oh, that dude, he's on the 1st floor. Open bar cells? Yeah. He got his way up in there. You know, BFFs with the warden.
He keeps strangling people, though. He's in a sheet strangling his neighbors. So we just leave him alone. And everybody's now crowded along the stairs. Some of the sprites are looking like, what seems to be the problem?
There's pressure plates.
Where?
There. I'll point them out.
Everybody, the first about 10 or so feet are fine, so everybody piles out. Like, do you know what this goes to?
Investigation check.
Okay.
I would also like to do an investigation check.
Let's see what's good.
That's not good.
That's
not good.
That's only a 19.
13.
You don't seem to know. It's hard to tell what they do, where they come from. All you know is that there are 3 pressure plates.
And there's no way around
There's
it.
no way around it.
Is there a
You
way?
said it's 7, like it's like a plate that goes from wall to wall.
Wall to wall, 7 feet wide.
How far can people jump in D&D?
Depends how far you want to run and what your athletics check is.
Sure.
Could I cast plant growth and just like climb on the vine?
Do you have enough time for that? Would it take a long time?
This is just a spell slot. So it's 150 feet of thick plants, so if they're kind of hanging from.
They set the pressure plates off.
Maybe.
Ooh, that's a good. That's smart.
Wyatt looks, he's like, I can try and disarm it. But
Yeah,
you all
that.
might want to back up if
Yeah.
that's the case.
What kind of role would that be if I was to try to help him?
Dexterity. You have to have fine fingers for pressure plates.
I have proficiency in dexterity saving throws. Could I give him advantage?
Sure.
I will do that.
It's like
his
you
dexterity is
all-
probably
you all-
even
looks
more
just like
than mine.
everybody needs to get back further up the tunnel.
I will help you. So she didn't have advantage. Because I mean, my dexterity is okay, but I'm sure his is fucking golden.
Dexterity's a lot higher than mine.
Well, I mean, I'm proficient in this dexterity.
Okay. You see him take out his knife, and he begins wiggling it just under the pressure plate. As he peers around, you insert your fingers just under the slat, which lets him wiggle his knife further. Slides the knife out. Plate sets back. He's like, okay, you stay down. I'm gonna try it out. And he does a quick roll on it. Nothing happens. Okay, first one done.
Alright,
You wanna try?
I'll give him a No. I'm just here to help. I'm definitely not as adept at this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me again.
I'm definitely being very perceptive, by the way.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Definitely. Kind of perceptive. 18.
18. Listening, you hear some of the prisoners are kind of shouting and making a ruckus and like, hey, come on, no, we can help you out, you're going the wrong way. You hear...
Eldritch blast every single one of them in the face. I think to myself.
For the most part, there's nothing else going on.
There's no other way to go.
Once again, use the same technique as he slides his blade just underneath. You manage to get your fingers under the plate and he sets it back down. He rolls on it again, makes a quick check. Yeah. Quick shoulder roll. What should have triggered it does not. Here comes the next one. Ready?
Mm-hmm. I'll give him an edge to him.
Yep. The next one. You lift your fingers. And your fingers lift a little bit higher. And you hear it before he reaches in and just manages to pull the thing off. And as you glance up, all of you begin hearing this noise. With both of your all's passive perception, you actually see that there were small tubes
That would have been nice.
training in the area. And there are 3 very distinct holes pointed directly at you.
Investigate one.
No, I'm just kidding, no, because I might set it off. Never mind. But I am going to go investigate each of the cells to see who's in each of the cells.
Okay, you go over to the first cell, look in. There's a young woman.
Woman
Currently asleep. You go over to the next one, you slide it open. There's this older man. This long, scraggly beard.
What did you do?
I'm also looking for maybe if the old serial killer is in here. Maybe like anybody looking like a.
We could do a serial killer versus serial killer. Like, what is it? No.
You go over to the next one and peer inside. This one's empty. You go over to another one. That one's empty. Go over to another one. It's a young-ish looking man, possibly in his late teens. What? What?
What?
They probably took it out of the cell.
She's gonna trap us in it.
Let's see. Just keep looking. We're already.
We might as well. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything.
Who's in the last
As of
cell?
now. There is an older woman in the last cell.
With a teenage boy. Describe that one to you? Did we?
The one in the teenage boy. He has dark hair that's long, kind of these thick braids. Just in his hair.
They all look human?
Yeah, they look human.
Is this the very bottom level?
This is the second level.
This is the third level.
Third level.
So there are people. Y'all are on the first floor.
Okay.
Y'all went down to the second floor. You all are at the third floor.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Let's just keep going.
You will descend the next part of the stairs. Everybody following along so far.
Just going into the trap.
The sprites are looking around. Talal is currently with Zoom, and he kind of gets your attention. He points backwards at the other door.
Talal or Zoom does?
Zoom. Zoom looks, but Talal is with Zoom.
What is he signaling? We should watch him?
He was offering the guard of the door.
I don't think we should leave people behind. What if we have to make a quick getaway down there? We're just gonna, leave him?
He's just asking.
I don't think it'd be a good idea to split up. As much as I would love to leave a guard at every single one of these doors, we don't have any way of communicating across the... Well, you do.
Yeah, not well. It's not a fail. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
You will descend the stairs.
I am investigating.
As you get to that, about halfway through to the second stairs, though, there's a door.
Wyatt! No, you buddy.
Wyatt.
I'm sorry, bro. I fucked up the last one.
He goes, does a quick check, takes out one of the keys. He looks inside and takes one of the other tools, sets it in there, and just shimmies it from side to side. Nods, puts it over in his side pocket, pulls out one of the keys, and
Yeah, fuck you.
you gotta know your locks.
Okay, well, one day when you want to show me, then maybe I'll know.
You all keep going down the stairs. Go ahead, make another check.
Oh, that's not.
Nope.
Ow, 16.
I get impaled with spikes.
As you guys are descending, right as you're getting ready to lean down on that first tile to help check for traps, Wyatt grabs the back of your neck, and for a moment, it's like, don't touch me. But as he pulls you back, you see that your hand grazed the pressure plate.
Just getting worse at this as we go.
And he's like, I don't know what that's for, but it's probably not good. He looks over. Jacob, give me a hand.
Oh wow. Okay, so
Grabs onto Jacob's hand and actually has him lean him out over top of the plate to see
that is
if he can notice
okay.
anything.
This is gonna be real. That is so hot. Just saying.
Yeah, it is. I'm very
Super
much
hot.
I'm enjoying this show a lot.
Super hot. Not
as Jacob is hanging on to his hand, he's like, "Don't you dare try." He leans
I'm
about
not
his
drooling.
heels. His heels locked onto the edge. Cypress and Ginkgo both fly up over to the side just as he's leaning out, and he's like, "Yeah, there's something there." Gets pulled back up. Cypress and Ginkgo come back a few moments later, and they're like, Alright, Ginkgo, that's going to shoot fire. There's a flame in the mouth of this little gargoyle, and if it were anywhere else, it would be absolutely practical. This is just cruel.
Not how far. How big is this pressure plate? 7 feet again.
No, this one's 10.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
I could try and disarm it, and Cypress is like, "You're lousy at stuff like this." And it's like, I know, but I mean, like, I could certainly try it. I mean, like, how much can it really spout fire? I mean, it's aimed for the plate. I doubt it'll do anything here in the halls. Thoughts?
I mean, technically, couldn't we? I mean, we could try to just. I mean, obviously, nobody gives a fuck that we're down here. It's obviously a trap. If we just start setting shit off, are they really gonna care? We could just hit it. It fucking blows shit up, and then I don't know.
And then you hit it again?
Yeah, and like see if it's got like a reset time. Just saying.
Who's going to touch the plate?
Fuck, I will. And who knows, the pressure point, just man, you gotta throw something at it. I mean, just even the slightest bit of weight could just saying, throw it out there. I read it in a book once. That's a very good book. They all died.
All of you all are just like kind of cramped in this arched stairway, looking back. Make another perception check.
Oh
19.
19. Currently, you hear distant shouting from the different prisoners, but so far you don't hear anything else of alarm.
Fine. Okay, so hang on. The pressure plate is on the hand part? It's on
The pressure plate's on the ground.
Okay,
It's on the
so-
ground. Whatever it is up above the door, meant to spew down.
Yeah. Okay, so how come we can't dispose one of the other ones? Was there a reason?
Why looks I could certainly try.
I
But this
can
one might-
try to help you again.
This one deals with fire, which kind of, I don't know, it makes me a little bit anxious. Okay, sure. Okay,
I am
Not resistant to fire damage.
I cast guidance. Like, this will help you.
and then I'll.
As you set it on his shoulder, you... Thanks.
And then I will help him as well.
He goes over. Once again, this is a different kind of pressure plate. You see Leon's prying away at the side. And you're helping?
Yes.
Okay. After prying the edge, he reaches in, you help hold the plate. He's like, your hands are smaller than mine, just reach and touch that right there. He does, he does this, which makes you jump and slap his shoulders, and I had to try all these ones. As you reach in and...
No, not for him. No. I mean, this is an adorable, like, brother-sister moments, but, like, no.
Push it aside. It's like, I hate this, I so hate this. And he rolls onto it. Waits. Looks over. All you can see are these fiery eyes of this small gargoyle with a flame in its
Does it
mouth.
look like gems?
It looks like fire.
Oh.
It looks like fire.
I go up there and I take it.
No, I take it.
I froze her.
Meme that. I grabbed the chip.
Actually, you could.
Please do.
Meh.
It's a meme.
I grab the fire gem.
Simple enough. These particular cells, again,
Anymore.
some on each
Anywhere
side.
else. Last time there was 3. Is there only the one?
There are six more cells.
No. Traps.
Oh, make another investigation check.
I'm only 2.
It's a natural 19.
Hey, don't see anything.
Shit, investigation. I can never remember.
14.
I guess
6.
So,
As you step around, glancing in each of the cells, from one to the next, you do notice that there is a similar-looking gargoyle leading down the stairs to the next area.
I'll point it out.
You all notice this.
Who's in the cells? How many cells? Who
There are 6 cells. These ones are a little bit bigger than the other ones.
Ooh.
Yeah, deluxe.
I feel like it's not better to have them yourself.
There are 2 individuals in the first ones. They look fairly similar. Boy and a girl. There are 2 people. One of them is much smaller. Almost, in your eyes, almost looks like a child, but the features are different, older. There are 3 people in one of the back cells. 3 girls.
Oh my god.
3 girls.
Heartstrings. I don't know if they're good or not though, so I can't do anything about it.
And then there are...
We could spring up that would at least have us within like a throw of people. But then we don't know if these are good people or bad people. Never mind.
Go ahead and take the next one. This person does not look human.
What do you look like?
It's hard to tell based on the lighting and the general vicinity, but you do catch in the firelight a very faint gleam of scales.
It's like a dragonborn?
You don't know.
This dude we're looking for is human, right? He's a human.
They described a human. And you go to the last one, there's no one in there.
He doesn't look occupied at all.
Okay, next pressure plate.
Once again, you all get low, and there's a small pipe that has to be turned.
I assume I turn it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when I'm done turning it, I'll just like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna do it this time because it's too soon.
He
But
steps
I'm
it
gonna
back,
get it
instinctively pushes you back as he does another roll on it. Doesn't do anything. All you see are the fiery eyes of this little gargoyle.
Alright, I can check the tracks again as we're going down.
You reach the next door. go ahead and for the next door, once again he places the little key and taps it a few times. Okay.
23.
23. This time, whenever you see him hold it, there's a particular way that Wyatt turns this little tool that he has and presses. And whenever he takes it out and he goes for the key, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Something about the way he checked it seems to
So
make
he's
sense.
feeling the grooves
He's
inside the
feeling
lock
the grooves on the
and then
inside.
matching it with the grooves on the key.
Yeah. He's got
Mental
skills.
note to myself.
He's got skills. The next key swings open. And we'll descend once again around this next. Go ahead and check for traps.
I will check for traps every turn.
19.
I will guidance myself. This is, let me get a thingy out. Oh, where is it?
Oh, it's right here.
That is a 15.
15.
That's with a 4 plus
I
4.
got a 19.
Yeah, 19. As everybody's descending the stairs, glancing about, seeing if there's anything, it's actually you two and Citron as he flies up down the next area. There's not a pressure plate immediately, and the floor looks solid from one end to the other. There are 6 cells, but these are further apart. Instead of it being, instead of it being about 7 to 10 or so feet across, these ones are about 30 feet from each other. The basement, this floor here is much larger than the others. And you can see that there are doors and cells on each one. What you three end up noticing is you'll descend and look around. As you go to check who might be in these particular cells, as you get near, you feel your toe goes through one of the areas, one of the floor tiles. And you take a step back. And as you press, Citron actually flies over. You do the same thing. As you get lower, you place your hand goes through, and he vanishes completely. And then comes back. And he's like, there are spikes underneath of these.
So it's an invisible, it's basically like an illusory
It's
tile.
like false terrain.
That's butthole.
That's something
Because that's not something you can undo.
Is that something Fairy Fire could see?
It's not invisible.
Yeah,
It's
just an
illusory.
illusory.
He goes over, and all of them actually begin touching and feeling the ground. And Cypress also goes underneath, and she's like, this one has one too. And Ginkgo is just going
And
going,
definitely
going,
marrying him.
going from one
He's
to the
hilarious.
next, from the next, from the next, and he ends up like all of the cells have this actually in front of them. How are we going to see if we need... What's the description of this individual, again? I mean, that you all don't have to get close. We can fly up and see who's there.
Is this the bottom layer?
4'8" human.
This is the 5th level.
Wait a second.
Lowest
What
level.
the fuck? He's not fucking human. He's human type. Motherfucker's 4'8". It could have been that bitch upstairs. On literally the 2nd level.
But we know the description.
I know, but I wasn't thinking about it. Dark hair, eyes balding on one side. I will say that. I won't say that part yet. But I will. That's how I would describe him.
Describe. Yeah, all give a quick note. All of them fly to the various cells, being careful not to get too close. All of them checking. They slide the eyes off to the side.
Said that, Mackenzie. I was like,
They
that's
look.
gonna be fucking so nice.
I said what?
Because you're the one that mentioned it, or was it me that mentioned it?
No, I said that.
Oh, he's gonna be on the 1st floor. And the second you said, not short,
But
small,
they were
human
moving.
adult features. I was like, ah,
Did I see anyone? We didn't see anyone balding.
I mean, I didn't like investigate.
You all didn't
the dude.
get close enough. You all just glanced at
Did it
the
look like a
closer
dude
eyes.
though? I can't remember if you said it looked like a male.
You should get closer.
We gave everybody else a gender.
The sprites.
Yeah, this one's empty. This one too. You hear on the other side, I actually don't know what this one is, but he doesn't look very friendly to me. Ah! You see a hand goes through as he manages to dodge and is like, yeah, no, not friendly.
Goes through what?
The handhold, the eyes, where you can look
Oh,
in.
does it look human?
Has scales,
Alright.
but only in patches. Before
Is that
clawing back in. Goes over to the other two. There's someone in this one, but much larger. Not necessarily your type. Not the one we're looking for. Goes to the next. Female. Average-ish height. No. Cells.
Is there any more floors down?
Mm.
And is there like a doorway leading down?
You'd have to investigate the rest of the area. You all are kind of
yeah,
clumped
no,
up.
I'm-
Everybody is ready, looking around.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
The torch
look.
sconces are. Everything is made of this.
I'm gonna look for a way to. I'm gonna look for a way to maybe disarm these traps because like obviously they have to have a way to like have something for them to be able to get in and out of these cells. So I'm gonna see if there's a way to disarm the traps, and then I'm also gonna be looking for a lower floor.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Do you want to take item for me again?
You used it?
Yes, I used it. Oh, okay, thanks.
Weapons.
Do I make two separate ones or just one?
Two separate ones.
Oof. Wow, those were both terrible.
That is a 4. So,
For the first one, the one I'm looking for the most is the next floor.
that was a 14. And the other one without guidance will be a 12.
For finding.
Glancing about, making sure that you don't step into any of these areas, which they're all about. They're all about 10 by 10 areas in front of the cells. By glancing about, you begin feeling along the wall for any kind of pressure plate. You try pressing on some of the tiles. You try turning a couple of the torches. Nothing.
Do we need to be quiet down here?
I speak undercommon and deep speech, apparently. Maybe somebody down here speaks one of those, like, you know what I mean? We converse, be like, hey, you ever anybody come down here and like
People
this?
speak common.
I know, but I mean, I'm just saying, in case somebody do not speak.
I'm not
I'm gonna go up to near the woman's cage, where she is, just like in the general area.
Okay.
And so like I can't get within 10 feet of the front door at all.
Right.
Is the slot open, closed?
They left it. They left it closed, but you can ask one of the sprites to.
Oh, I thought it was open.
Cypress. All right. Flies over, grabs a hold, and
Ma'am, are you awake? Can I talk to you? Please? Never mind, close it.
Of course. Don't get so lonely.
Yeah, she probably is literally insane for being fucking alone in the dark.
But you did say one of the cells was empty.
Yeah. Have they removed any prisoners recently from down here?
I don't know.
Has anybody been down here recently at all?
What are you gonna give me?
What'd you say?
What are you gonna give me?
Well, what do you want?
I wanna help.
door. You know how they open these doors?
The keys.
And how do they get across this pit pile?
I don't know. I haven't been out in a while.
How long you been down here?
I don't know what day is.
Long time.
I'm so tired.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, Sam's clothes on. There's only one of those person thing here.
There's the scaled one, and then there was somebody else I think in one of the others.
What is the other one? What's the description of the other one?
This male. Or well, one of them looked really, really big, and then there was someone else in one of the other.
Okay, so there's the female,
Yeah.
the scaled individual, the big individual.
And then yeah, and then there's one other.
What other? What does this one look? What does the other one look like?
You don't know. You.
You said they described all of them. Did it not look at all of them?
It's dark. They
I
glance
guess.
inside and it doesn't match the description. That's what you know.
Yeah, okay. Did any of them match the description?
No.
Even on like the other floors?
No.
They no. Okay. I can totally come up.
Not even that smaller, human-looking individual.
You'd have to get closer, but at first glance, you didn't see anybody. From the farthest cell, the one that Ginkgo had to dodge, you hear this low rumbling voice. I might be able to help me.
Oh, snake!
Closer to the entrance.
No.
I'll walk a little bit closer. I'm still about. So it's 10 feet of spikes, but I'm like 5 feet back from the edge of the spikes.
All you see is this gleaming green eye from behind, where Ginkgo was not able to close it on this particular individual. Just this single slit peers at you in the other eye. In the other eye. You're looking for someone.
Yes. I cannot say his name.
Autar Bruevill.
Yeah.
Autar.
You just sounded like you said Avatar, FYI.
That's
That's all I heard. It's like Avatar. Autar Bruevill.
I've smelled him before. Are you worried he's not here?
Yes, I'm very worried that he's not here.
Be who you to know he is.
He's on this floor.
No.
God, mother shit.
Where?
Give me something pretty and I'll tell you.
I'll pull out a platinum.
Not shiny enough.
Shiny enough!
I'm cast. Dancing lights.
What the fuck?
Of his cell.
On the inside of his cell? Or just on the outside of his cell?
That's actually exactly what I was gonna
Can
do.
I could cast light on something.
Yeah.
That's something shiny or something pretty. Yeah.
I'll take the platinum and I'll hand it. I gotta give it too.
It's bright.
Alright, she's right.
I need something pretty.
Fucking diamonds each other. Oh, wait a second. Oh,
No, that's nice. I don't have that.
I will pull out.
What are those?
You want a knife? You have a gold dagger.
I'm not giving him a weapon.
Why not? What can you do?
You watch as I mean, all the sprites are kind of fluttering about. You watch as pupils dilate as they see them flying by.
No! I'll pull up.
Mage hand.
I'll pull up the small geode that I have.
Okay.
Cluster dirt does not interest me.
Can I do an investigation?
Wait a second. I have that silver ring and bracelet. That's tiny though. That was Jen's. It's super small. Okay, this is real shit. I have a single tiny vial of Sprite dust. Not amongst the very large ones that I also have. Should I bring it out, bro? No?
Since we know that there's a way down, can we just investigate? Or did the sprites already like?
I mean, I did, but somebody else technically could.
How about we try a torture method?
Torture? You said torture?
It doesn't like bright things, so you just.
Oh,
Do you have
that's true. I'll cast dancing lights
On the
like-
inside of his cell.
on the inside of himself. You can tell us now, or I can make it even
If you
brighter.
watch it, whenever it illuminates, you just see this strange amalgamation of scales and flesh, exposed bone from the shoulders, and these spines that just protrude from the head all the way down the body as it ducks behind the door.
You can cast on the inside.
Yeah, I cast it on the inside. It's in his cell.
I know. He's trying to find some way to get away from it inside of a cell.
To make it
It's
go
what
away.
3 bugs of light, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'll be like, I will die alone if you tell me where the entrance is. If you don't, I'll put more light in your cell.
Pleasant.
I tried to give you something shiny. You didn't like what I
You wanted to give me something bright.
I tried platinum, bro. That's as shiny as it gets over here.
Shiny enough.
And now you get bright.
Please. We'll make it go away.
I'm sharper than this bitch.
Make an intimidation check.
Me?
I don't know.
Because she's helping you. Well, no, you're not really. Not totally.
Do it now!
We have advantage. You have
I
advantage.
do.
Intimidation.
I do!
You remember that every single time.
Yes! Target 20! And I'll turn to Nora and I was like, do you want to cast some more light in there for me? Then tell me.
What do you want?
I want to know where the door for the lower floor is.
It's over there.
Investigation.
I will help.
Being very careful.
Make an investigation check since she's helping you with advantage.
Okay, you
Only
can-
one of
wait,
you.
Who got better? You have some.
11. Yay!
Investigation. 6 plus 2 is 18.
18. You go over to the
No, I
area.
rolled like a 17 last time.
You don't see anything.
Are you gonna investigate things? Oh, why?
I'm pressing a wide looks like I'm average. I'm supposed to be finding traps.
Okay, let's kind of say there could be a hidden door.
He goes over and checks. He's like, I don't see anything.
He technically still has guidance if he hasn't used it.
Nothing can say that.
Damn it.
Oh, rats.
I mean, I could cast Verify seriously or something invisible. What?
That's only if it's invisible. If it's hidden.
I don't have fucking detect magic. I had like Moon's Bane.
Oh, I have
and
detect magic.
Well, so maybe see if that works.
It takes 10 minutes because it's
Oh,
original.
God damn it. I know I could have just cast it regular, but I didn't choose it.
Citron comes over to the
Oh,
general
sorry.
vicinity.
We do have friends.
Oh, yeah.
All of the sprites are kind of swarming around, and he comes over. Let's just check. Yes. Yeah. He grabs your hand, Talavin, and kind of flies over, and right near one of the places where you were checking before
Oh, awesome.
is a very, very small stone, and you press it in, and he begins turning it.
Yay! Yeah.
Definitely in trouble. Check
You
this
hear-
out.
Turn up the lights. Thank you.
I'm gonna mage hand his thing close.
Chill out the light up.
Rude.
Suddenly shimmering for you. All of these different pieces begin unfolding. Much like the bricks when they were separating and folding and just parting the way.
Style.
Yeah.
You all of a sudden see a door. And immediately present to you is 5 locks.
Have we used some of the keys yet, though?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking A.
Along each one of the locks is very faint writing.
Yeah, I imagine. If we put the wrong key in the wrong hole, it will blow us up. Most likely. I think like an arcana check. I think I'm efficient in it.
What languages do you know?
I know common, elvish, quarry, celestial, undercommon, dark, and deep speech.
That was very, very fast.
Common, elvish, quarry, celestial, undercommon, deep speech.
You would know 2 of undercommon and deep speech. One of them says death of many. The other says clear and cold.
I know common, elvish. I know all of them. I was right for it. I know all of them.
Fuck you.
Oh wait.
What was the other one? Clear what?
Clear and cold.
What does it say? Nora's just gonna regale everyone with what it says.
The first one says perishable beauty.
Hold on, go slow.
Perishable beauty. The next one says death of many. The next says clear and cold. The next one says light and ash. And the other one simply says life.
Are the locks like all in a row, or are they like?
They're set up almost like a pentagram. There are 2 up top, 2 off to the side, and then 1 at the bottom.
So it's like placed within the door locks.
Mm-hmm.
And do they look like maybe they have to be turned all at the same time, or like one at a time?
It looks, you can touch, if you can kind of press into them, but Raven actually pipes out. She's like, well, I mean, clear and cold. I mean, you said something about ice, but not all ice is clear. Water's clear and cold, right?
I mean, sometimes.
Did you try that?
I mean, I don't know if I just want to be blasted in water. This, but I mean, one more. I mean,
I don't have that ability, but
I don't have no water.
clear and cold seems like water. All the water I've ever gotten in is freezing.
All right, I'll take some water out of my flask and
Pour it in the hole.
pour it on the hole.
You pour it in the hole?
Yeah.
Like everybody back up!
Don't worry, we're behind you. We're behind you.
I am 60 feet from the tower.
Go.
Wait a second, which one is this? Like, which? 1, 2, shit, 3. Oh no! It's because I did it out of order.
You press into the thing. You press your flask up to the edge. And
Oh god.
you watch the water. I need you to make noise. Just kidding.
Oh god!
Does it glow?
It.
Nice.
So they don't have to be in order, maybe, unless we do it out of order and something worse comes out.
Bursts up.
If the last one is life,
I mean, that could just mean you have to, like, in water, like, you cut his hand, you had to give some life, like, just blood. I'll nick my finger. We're doing it, bro! They're dripping some blood in there while they're still back there.
As they see the Zoom immediately rushes forward.
Nope, too late!
But you've already missed your finger and drop. He just pulls your hand away from it, but it...
Oh, you're so smart! You're so smart! Didn't have to take your
Perishable
life.
beauty. Alright, who wanna give up some hair? This is not gonna be me. Just saying. My hair is my attribute. I mean,
Jin at this point is like, I might actually have something for that.
Like a flower?
And she's like, I
Hey.
perhaps so.
Yes, because like they wither and die.
She begins druid crafting this lovely little flower and flies over, presses on the key and shoves it in the hole. It snaps shut.
Okay, so we have light
Okay,
and
death
ash.
of many, light and ash. I mean, light and ash has gotta be fire, right? Probably, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
So
like,
Zoom
these seem kind
being
of elemental.
close. Yeah,
What?
Zoom being close. Tala's actually, I could actually help out with this one. Goes over, and with his hand, he presses his hand into it and just illuminates his hand with this flame. Removes his hand.
That's not gonna be- So, death of many. Who wanna die first?
It could be some
Any
kind
takers?
of like a weapon,
I'm kidding.
perhaps?
Jacob and Wyatt both look at each other simultaneously, and
Thank God.
he pulls out his dagger and points to it. He's like, I don't know about you, but blades kill.
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't do it.
Yeah, I didn't like think you.
Would it have to be something small enough to shove in there?
I do, I got plenty of daggers I don't fucking use. Not my lightning dagger, one of my regular
How
ones.
big is the hole?
Not anything.
Really?
Definitely do not.
Let's see, what's the record?
Absolutely nothing?
Any big names?
My crystal dagger is pretty small. I'm not giving it up! Nobody knows I have that technically.
You always wear it.
Yeah, but it's under my shirt! It's under my clothes! Shut up!
Shut up, DM!
I do know how crocodile please. That's kind of like a weapon.
What about an arrowhead?
Doesn't Talal has a bow and arrow?
That's really small, fam.
Talal, can I have one of your
Bertrand, can I
arrows?
have an arrow? Yeah, I'll try that.
Size doesn't matter.
It matters.
You take it off, and the shaft of the arrow itself won't bend. But as you go to remove it, the metal part breaks off, metal tip, and
Yeah, okay, cool.
Technically, the reason why you already have, I'll give you credit.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, Jacob.
I step
the
back
door
from the
insets. I need you to make a dexterity. No, just
That's when I step back.
I didn't.
come at me. It opens. A set of descending stairs, curving around in a spiral, all the way down. And one by one, you will
Check for
the
traps.
stairs. Check for traps.
You
Yup.
want
Yeah, it has been about 10 minutes. Guidance for everyone! On your way down! Guidance! On your way down! This right! Oh, you get it! Knock him out of the air.
24. Both you and Wyatt, as you guys are descending the stairs, are checking left and right, checking the pressure plate, are checking the stairs for pressure plates, looking for anything that might set up a tripwire, a light, something that will detect you. There's nothing.
Oh dear. That means there's something real bad at the bottom of this. I think
That was a
maybe.
really secret door.
Yeah!
You make it down to the bottom step, and looking about the room, it's eerily quiet.
Is it dark?
For the most part.
No light.
There's some light. What you see immediately before you, and you all descended the stairs for quite some time, is you see about a dozen or so torch sconces in an open floor plan. Completely empty, save for 2 cells
Ourselves, though.
in the very middle.
Autar Bruevill?
You want a snake?
Okay.
Slightly separated from one
Oh
another.
dear God.
About 15 feet up.
In the air.
No, the bars themselves extend from the ground.
I was like, now the motherfuckers are suspended. Oh, God.
15 feet up, bars all the way around, in about
Bam, found my
these
wings
10
in front of all
foot-
these people for this.
10 foot by 10 foot, all the way around. There is a bright, illuminating light coming from each cell, as if light were cast on something, shining down like some kind of spotlight from the top in each cell.
Torture. What was like?
You look inside, because you can see directly through from one to the other. There's 2 individuals, one in each cell. One of them matches the description of the individual who
What
you're
is the other
looking
one
for. The other one, humanoid. Man, probably in his 40s, 50s or so. Currently, though, there is something covering his eyes, the top of his head. Both currently sitting on their respective beds.
Sorry. What?
Yeah, both sitting on their respective beds. Just dead silent. You hear?
Oh dear. I don't like it when people sniff at me, okay? Pet peeve 101, what Sophia doesn't fucking like. People sniffing at me. Especially when I'm, like, sweating, okay? I don't like it. Who did it? They die first. Who did it? Who done it?
Blindfolded.
Definitely. Elder Blast. I'm just kidding.
It is the blindfold.
Yeah,
as,
yeah.
As he begins to speak. Oh, look, we have guests. Pleasure to meet you all. Don't get company often, do we? Here, no, we don't get company often.
That's the other person speaking? He sounds terrified. Sounds terrified. But the other dude sounds comfy AF.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's a psycho.
Yeah, you're definitely a psycho. There's a reason why there's only 2 pages on here. That one, don't leave.
Don't leave.
No matter what you say, you can't come.
Curiously, Madison,
Mm-hmm.
the original serial killer was a longer time ago than 40 years, wasn't it?
No.
Oh,
It's him.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
always-
because I thought it was 60 years ago,
It's him.
and I don't remember where I wrote it down.
No, it's not. Aren't you keys on the wall?
Are you going to wait just by the door? Or are you
Oh,
going
I stepped into the room.
in?
I was checking for traps. I walked about a little bit, but wait. Hi-ya! Definitely gonna get trapped. It's not.
Probably waiting for something.
To write the book you have with you. So many. Why so many? I wonder.
Yeah. This is going wrong.
How many years ago? I know you told me, but I don't have
It was
it
a couple
written down.
decades ago. It was like 20 years.
They caught the guy. Serious moment.
Skias.
Skios. Damn it!
Skias Manu.
I assume you're Skios then.
Oh, I haven't heard my name spoken in such a long time. Who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Just some traveling sellswords here to get this young gentleman out of here.
And this year, no, it's a trip, it's a trip.
Yeah.
No, we know it's a trap, buddy.
No.
The guy just starts rocking back and forth on his bed, enclosing in on himself, pulling his knees to his chest, wrapping his arms around his knees and around his head.
I said he'd not be too heavy to move as a piece of stone, right?
Oh, you know what we should definitely do?
Turn the serial killer to stone. That would be fucking great for everyone. Just saying. I'm just saying. Jacob, can you carry a stone man? Technically, he's not all the way human. Maybe 150.
I mean, he's not that big.
Yeah, how much do he look like he
know
weighs?
how much stone weighs?
Yeah, but you're strong.
But technically, he's not just weighs. That's technically, wouldn't it just weigh the same amount?
No! No, that's
Wait,
not
you're
how
strong.
stone.
You can help him.
Why is like no?
I'm strong. I'll help you. I'm strong.
And Jacob, old name,
Oh, that was a mistake.
and Wyatt.
Definitely trying to make a stone. Eldritch Blast! I'm just kidding.
Such strong.
Okay, Nora.
men.
Oh my god.
And why are you here? Betraying the names of your friends.
Hi, I'm Talavin. That's my name.
You don't get to know my name.
Talavin. Such a lovely name.
Gosh, it's sweet.
I'm gonna start walking around old boy's not bad dude. Homeboy. I'm gonna start walking around his cell
Not
seeing
bad
like
dude, homeboy.
if I
Just to
see
be
any
clear.
traps around his cell, like on the door. What kind of locks up in this bitch? Like
Yep, it's a. Go ahead and make an investigation check. You've come a long way for him, haven't you?
not really. We were coming in this general direction. You said investigation?
21, you do not see any traps around the vicinity.
That's what you mean.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone as far north as you've been was just coming to the east down south.
I definitely haven't been north
Is
in
there-
nearly 10 years. So yeah, then yeah.
Okay, can I do like an arcana thing and be like, are there any spells around the cages? Like see me shimmer as they're force feeding?
Sure.
Can I also do that? I'm actually sure efficient.
Let's do that.
Sure.
Let's not succeed at that. That sounds like a good time. 13. Oh no. Yeah, 13.
22.
13, no. 22, nothing arcane in the area.
Alright.
Can we just pick the lock and be on everything?
I'm definitely really feeling like we're not gonna make it back out of here, FYI.
Are you saying this out loud?
I will link with Nora and say this.
You think we're not gonna make it out?
No, I don't think so. Like, there's a reason why there's only 2 people down here, and it was, I don't know, it just feels like it was way too easy to get down here.
Like almost as if we had the keys or something.
I mean, almost like we had the keys, but it was still way too easy.
That's what they like.
No, it's
No, I'm thinking.
I know. I know. You hear this in your heads.
No wonder they left you down here.
God! Oh my god, oh god.
You begin speaking out loud again. Have they managed to find the murderer yet? They won't tell me.
No. Do you know who it is?
Pathetic excuse for an apprentice.
Totally.
Oh God.
Totally.
Totally knows who it is. Definitely knows who it is.
They heard
What'd you say?
I don't need to have
Favor?
you're trying to gain favor with someone. Stay out of trouble.
Is he talking about us?
Yeah.
What did you say?
He said trying to gain favor. In what?
Stay out of trouble.
Trying to gain favor, stay out of trouble.
To stay out of trouble.
He's saying that about us. We're trying to gain favor and stay out of trouble.
Like,
You see his hand come up
hey!
and pull
away.
back.
I don't look. I don't
You look.
No.
I want to look so bad! I don't know if Talavin can resist! I don't think I can resist not looking.
Let's charm. I'm gonna charm the dude. Let's charm
Your
this.
friend?
Yeah, the dude that we need to take with us. You're
Okay.
like, hey, friend!
Go ahead and make,
Approach him.
what's the, save?
It's a wisdom saving throw. Is he wise?
Has no effect.
Oh, that's really good.
It has no, like, he resists it, or it has no effect on him.
He resists it. He says, no, I'm being good. I'm being good.
Not looking at him yet, but like, did you do that to him?
I haven't done anything to him.
Are you sure?
But I look safe. He hasn't looked at you yet. He's only removed the blindfold.
I mean, I'm not looking at him.
No, his back is to you, but he removed the blindfold apparatus over his face.
Use simultaneously with cantrip. Let's see. What we can do.
Maya begins working on the lock.
Okay, good. You know,
He's not doing a great job as this guy continues talking. Says, tell me, Wyatt, when are they going to find
Oh
you?
my god.
You see his hands starting to shake as he's continuing working.
Yeah,
Like,
I got this.
oh, that would be unfortunate if they found you again. You know what they did last time.
Fucking start already, God damn it!
Stop.
What's the save?
Con save 15.
Yeah.
This is it.
Do it again! You keep doing it until he dies! He's done!
This is it. Natural 20.
I cast Hex!
Okay.
But
That's a 1d6 necrotic on every hit that I have, and it has disadvantage on one ability. He has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws! Dude, get that axe!
disadvantage.
Until he is at 0 hit points, he has disadvantage on all
What's your
Constitution saving throws.
what's your spell save? You say?
My spell save
It's
is
15. Yeah, no,
Oh,
the actual
up
stone is
the
15.
thing.
It has it separate.
Why don't I have the stone written down?
He's still hexed!
He looks at you now.
I look
He turns around and is like, do you really think they would put me down here? So far away from so many people if I could not resist.
Oh my god!
Simple tricks.
You definitely have it somewhere.
Jacob, you know she's still alive, right?
He said she?
Jacob freezes and looks like,
Ooh.
what? What?
Does he look at him?
Yeah.
No! Shit! I jumped in front of him.
Don't listen.
Make an dexterity saving throw.
Possibly no.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You just grab his face and have him just look at you as he's like.
Dexterity is 26, just FYI.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has more to
Yeah, he tries to look at him,
I cover his eyes.
but
Fully cover his eyes.
but you
Don't
don't,
look at him.
She's
Don't look at him.
alive? And he's like, alive. Well,
Did my spell seem to take a hold of him, though?
Yeah.
That's my only fucking warlock spell cover! Shit! I only
she,
100 spell!
she doesn't remember you, though, which is why she hasn't come to find you.
Shit!
What'd you say the stone name was?
15 con save.
Oh no. Whatever shall we do with you? So many people. So much frustration. They're trying to keep everyone alive, you know. It's for the greater good.
I am actually going to take a piece of cloth out of my bag and wrap it around Jacob's eyes. Like I blindfold Jacob and have him just kind of like stand off to the side. Like, do not take that off.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna go check on Wyatt for a minute. How is he doing?
His hands are shaking. He's not looking, but his hands are shaking. He's still trying to work at the lock.
I'm gonna help him.
Okay, he managed to get the first part. But it's a complicated lock. As he begins working on the next one. What are you going to do when the whole world dies and it's all your fault?
I don't have
I'm
any
gonna
fucking
charm to
spells.
begin. The homeboy.
Huh?
I'm gonna try to charm homeboy with my innate ability,
Okay.
so he's not freaking out.
Okay, what's the save? 15. Fails.
Ah! Oh wait, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just these flowers, just this calm perfume essence just kind of wafts off of you. You're lovely. I mean, you're lovely. You have to leave.
He's gonna what?
He's gonna get inside your head.
Okay, so he's afraid of this guy. He's not afraid of. He said traps earlier.
Maybe this can do the trap.
I mean,
I
obviously this man's a trap.
Yeah, they just
The
have.
second
I understand.
I look back at Jacob and Wyatt.
No, I can't leave. I'll make him upset. It's gonna make him upset. I'm not gonna make him upset. This is a trick. This is just a trick.
Can I give Wyatt guidance? Can I just like touch his shoulder? Just like.
I'm working on it. I'm sorry. The next part comes undone. He's almost got it.
I'm gonna cast it again since
Well, this man hasn't even spoken to me yet. Like, I'm not interested in what this man has to say at all. I'm scared. I don't want to know.
So you're alright with it being your fault? I can sense that's not okay.
I don't know anything though. Like, he's trapped in a fucking cell.
Although the end of the world wouldn't be coming if it weren't for you.
I don't react. I'm just helping Wyatt. I'm like not looking, and I'm just like helping Wyatt.
You just feel his eyes on you.
Ooh,
No,
he does have eyes. Looks so
Don't do it.
You know it's all because of them. All the things, all of the terrible things, all of the death, all of the destruction. Everything's going to be thanks to you and your family. Won't that be interesting? You're so boring. Your piddly little lives, trying to save the life of this convict. Wyatt's hands still shaking.
I'm helping him.
His hands are getting worse as the guy keeps talking.
Okay. You gonna be helping him? I'm gonna.
You know, guidance? I keep casting guidance.
Okay. I'm gonna just
Make an intelligence check.
Yikes! This guy's.
No.
That's a natural 18.
That's two!
Intelligence, just a check.
Yeah.
21.
The guy was in your head.
Yeah, he's in this guy. He's in Wyatt's head. Yeah. I don't have
You
anything.
could save the people in this town if that's what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to protect people. If you want to save the people in the town, you could. You could very well help them. I could do it too. I could help you.
I don't think you could help us. You're not interested in helping anyone but yourself.
Oh, nonsense. I just want to have a brief conversation. A real one, not just me talking at you.
Not looking at him. Not looking at him yet, because I am still staying strong. Talavin still stays strong. Just give me the pencil. Just
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God!
Wait, did you look at him?
No, I haven't yet. I said I really want to. Am I being charmed perchance? Okay. No, I can. I just have advantage on charm saving throws. What is 8 plus 7? Because I have 15. I can't math. 15.
15. Okay, good to know. In front of your eyes, Talavin, you begin seeing these brief flashes, these brief moments caught in time. Do you focus on it? Or do you just watch?
No, I don't focus on it. Don't focus on it. I'm going to refocus my attention to help it collect.
Can I just keep his attention? Wait, okay, intelligence. By me talking to him and keeping his attention, would that keep him out of Wyatt's head?
No, because he's been talking to Wyatt this entire time that he's still been
Yeah,
talking
but he
about
pauses. He pauses between speaking. He needs to be like, "What's up, man? Hey, I know. Well, you in your head? Okay, I'm talking to you."
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Wait, it would be a check, right?
Check.
18.
18. You watch Talavin start freezing up and you see Wyatt's hands calm slightly.
Okay.
No, I noticed that.
Right now you're watching a lot of things like shadows passing in front of your eyes. It's not blocking your vision, but just these things.
Okay, so paying attention to...
If you focus on them for more than a second, you can probably figure out what it is. Just a fraction of a second, you can tell what it is. Why he seems so intent on it.
So skills. Like, can I pay attention to Talavin's reaction as I like start speaking with him? Just be like, if I'm thinking with him, will it distract him? Skills.
I'm not focusing yet. I'm just going to help Wyatt one more time.
Okay, go ahead and help Wyatt.
Do I notice that once I start focusing on that he's not shaking as much?
Yeah.
Does he start shaking again now that I'm not focusing on those images?
You're not focusing on the images. You said you weren't.
I said I wasn't. I said now that.
Right.
I said I'm not focusing. I see that he's not shaking. Does he start to shake again?
No, these things are
Oh, those
still
I can
passing
still
in
see
front
them.
of you. You can still see them.
Oh, okay.
But you're not focusing on them. They're happening in your... It's almost like it's happening in your periphery, and you need to take that half a moment, almost unfocus your eyes to try and focus on whatever this is
Why did
that's
I do
going
that?
on.
Why did I do that? Huh?
He manages to gets the lock undone in it. He's like, got it, I got it.
Oh, fine, let's get out of here.
You look, I'm gonna make him angry. You're so beautiful.
No, you don't want to make me.
No.
Is he not gonna?
This is the trick. This is the trick.
And this is trick, we're gonna fall for it.
Persuasion roll. You're not at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
You're not at disadvantage.
Is
But
this is this a 13? I'd say 13. It's close enough.
Yeah.
Persuasion, you said. 17.
protect me.
Yeah. By my life, I have to protect you. You have to
Literally my life.
If you die, I die. So let's go.
He takes a shaky step forward.
Just like a little bit quicker than that, but
You could just call my friend. He takes a few nervous steps and grabs hold of your hand. Wyatt has already retreated to the stairs. He takes a couple of steps. And you hear, "Oh, you're leaving so soon. I'm taking my friend."
I don't have friends.
Oh, really?
Really?
That's so cruel to say. Say hi to your brother for me.
Fuck you. And I'll start. I don't care if I gotta drag this man. I'm like pushing Nora and everybody out.
Oh, man.
I'll be sure to let them know what you look like when you leave.
No! They already know what we look like! What do they mean?
They already know what I'm doing.
Inside check!
Sure.
What does that mean?
I'm inside too.
Ooh!
I got a 1.
+7! Yes!
Well, that isn't. No, it's not common. It just looks like
16!
I'm not sure who they is.
Oh no!
Who would you tell? Not like
Did you
that
just
kind
say
of-
that?
You get your back to him?
Yes. I'm focusing on homeboy. But also, kind of curious.
I'm gonna be the last one out of here. Like, I'm pushing everybody out.
Everybody is backing up. Which actually,
Where are the sprites?
I was getting ready to say, go ahead and make
Natural
check
20.
natural.
Where that ass at? Where are they?
They're not gone. They're all nearby, but you
There's
can see some.
At least 7.
You can see
1, 2,
Citron.
Yes, I can see it.
Citron and Ginkgo are both also shaking. Raven has landed, wings sagging. And
Okay, so we have 7 sprites
Cypress-
where Spice should not be out.
No,
She should
not.
be in a thing.
Yeah.
So we only have to worry about 6 of them. Technically. I'm gonna push them out, and then I'm gonna start gathering up sprites.
Wait, did they just fall? Like, fly?
She said some of them are on the ground.
Raven is on the ground, just wings sagging. Just
I'll pick her up.
Oh,
I'm sorry. We're getting the fuck out of here. I don't care what it gotta take.
you look around. Citron and Ginkgo are still in a loft, but they're shaking slightly.
wow.
I'm just gonna kind of like try to get their attention and like get out now.
Right. We're going.
Okay, so that's 3. Where's the other 3?
Uh,
Talel's with Zoom. So technically has he left Zoom's shoulder.
No, he's still.
I'm like, get out.
Hmm.
Where's Jen and Cypress?
Jen and Cypress are near the stairs, near the base of the stairs.
Alright, get out. And we're gonna fucking leave. I have Raven. It'll leave this bitch. Right now. I'm the last one out. I'm making sure.
We're leaving.
Good luck.
Fuck you.
But we can hang up the stairs.
Oh, we're so
Relatively quick as
fucked.
everybody goes up the stairs. The shaking stops everybody.
Technically, Jacob is
Screams,
definitely still blindfolded.
shadows.
That's like that.
Yeah, the shadows are still partially passing over your eyes, but the moment you get up to the top of the stairs, they fade.